In this video, we're going to show you how to replace an axle on your Chevy Silverado 2500. This is going to be located behind the front wheel. Let's get started. Using a 21mm socket, we're going to remove all of these lug locks. Remove the center cap. Using a 22mm socket, remove all 8 lug nuts. Remove all of the lug nuts. Remove the wheel. It's possible that you have a cap here. If you do, you're going to use a punch and a hammer, and you're going to get in between the cap and the hub, and you're going to pop that cap off. And then using a 35mm socket, remove the axle nut. Remove the washer. Give a push on your axle, make sure it moves freely in the hub. Ours does. If it doesn't, take a punch and a hammer, go right here, and tap it until it moves freely. Looking past our rotor, we're looking at the interior of our axle. We're going to use a 15mm socket, and we're going to remove all of the bolts. Since both of my wheels are off the ground, I can easily twist my axle. So I'm going to twist it over until I can see my next 3 bolts. And remove all the bolts. Using a 14mm wrench to hold the nut and a 14mm socket, we're going to loosen and remove the sway bar link. Remove the nut. Remove your top bushing and spacer. I'm going to push the bolt down and remove the rest of my pieces. Using a pry bar, we're going to go right behind that axle and pop it forward. Using a pry bar and a hammer, we're going to shock the axle. Remove the axle. We're going to push on the front of it through the hub, pull straight back, and remove it from the vehicle. We're going to take some silicone paste and we're going to paint the shaft of the axle that's going to be going through the hub. Remove the axle nut. Install the axle into the vehicle. Get it lined up in our hub. Make sure those splines seat in. Pull the axle back. Get it into place. And line it up with the bolt holes. If you need to, you can use a pry bar in between these two to help you pull it back. I took all of my bolts over to the bench grinder and cleaned them off with a wire wheel. Now I'm going to apply some blue thread locker to all of my bolts, and then we'll be ready to install them through the axle. Get all the bolts started. Go around and snug down all the bolts. Using a pry bar on our hub studs, I'm going to hold it steady. We're going to torque our axle nuts to 58 foot-pounds. I'm going to give that a mark just so I know that it's done. I'm going to do the bolt on the opposite side. Install the axle nut. Snug it down. Using a pry bar to hold the hub, I'm going to torque the axle nut to 177 foot-pounds. If you have a center cap, go ahead and install that and then tap it down with a hammer until it seats flush. Install one washer and bushing onto your bolt. Get it started into the hole. Install one more bushing, one more washer. Your extension. You can push the bolt up now. Washer, bushing. Push it through the sway bar. One more bushing. One more washer. And get the nut started. If you're struggling to start this nut, you can either put a jack under your lower control arm and push up, or you could use a ratchet strap and go around your lower control arm and your sway bar and pull them together. Snug down the bolt. You want to tighten these bushings down until you have a good amount of squeeze on them, but we don't want them to look like pancakes. Install the wheel. Install all the lug nuts. Snug down all the lug nuts. Torque your lug nuts to 140 foot-pounds in a star pattern. install the center cap. And you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.